Okay, I got really, really angry then. I don't know. Look like that! He's starting off right by me as I am hoping that it remembers and counts that you have died already and keeps the damage count sort of on, because I am not doing all this again. I am gonna... If he doesn't die by this, I am not doing all this again. There's no other button that I can press to make her run faster or take up her camera faster, so... I'm sprinting to the best of my abilities. So yeah, if it doesn't save like your damage sort of progress, I am gonna be really, really pissed. Because I am not doing this again. If he doesn't die by this fight, I'm debating quitting. No, not quitting, but I'm giving up this fight and maybe considering that I need some sort of bazooka or something that I get in another area to kill him, because this isn't working. And it breaks my heart because I wanna like this game. Die! Why don't you die, you motherfucker? You better die now, or else. Oh god, you better die. I love the designs, I love the concept, I love so much about it. Ah, thank you. But the... Oh... I love the game in general and the concepts and all the thing that comes with it, but sometimes I get really frustrated with the technical aspects of the game, which I sometimes absolutely hate. But the same thing goes with Deadly Premonition. I love that game, but some of the technical aspects of the game itself are just horrendous. But I'm willing to give it a chance. I do want to continue going through it. I want to finish it because I want to see everything. But God, it frustrates me sometimes when it gives you such... You are so... Survival horror is about feeling vulnerable, but not actually being incapable of, doing the things that you're supposed to do. Anyway, Also, I just noticed, I thought it was quite interesting how similar Indonesian language seems to be to Spanish, which was fascinating to me, in my opinion. No one wants to see a giant hungry fox roam in the sewers, and now no one will. Guess it's too late for him to learn that torturing animals won't do you any good. You might meet something even more powerful after you've beaten everyone else. Cough, door number 103. 109, cough! Well, 109 hasn't shown up yet, so I am assuming... Because 108 is the lowest or furthest we go here. But let me just... So 109 will show up after we've done everything else. But let me just check. Hideous Fox. Rumor has it that the giant fox real battle will be held in her habitat. So it's a straight face. Alright. Blah blah blah. So we have 3 done. The dark sewer we still need to figure out. And the village, it still have that one thing. Why hasn't the dark sewer been on... Why is it like it? I haven't done it yet, but okay. Anyway, let's check. The Ghostpedia. Ninetales. This mysterious being has lived for centuries. Her appearance is that of a fox with 9 tails. It is said that the more tails a mystic fox she has... It is said that the more tails the mystic fox has, the older and more powerful the fox is. Which, in her case, indicates that she has lived for more than 9 centuries. Oh, wow. Poor thing. Being a trickster in nature, she sometimes manifests as a beautiful woman just for sake of fun. Always with these ghosts in particularly Asian horror and stuff. It's always a beautiful woman. During her early years, she lived in close proximity to a village. At one stroll through the forest, she was misled into a trap that was set by a young girl. The girl took pity on her and released her soon afterwards. The fox's gratitude came in the form of lasting friendship with her. They played together almost every day for years to come. As time went by, the girl grew into a mature woman. The fox even attended her marriage disguised as one of the village farmers. Oh, that's kind of nice. That's a nice story. So this is the Devorador is a demon shaped like a deformed canine. He was once a human being. This is the first one we fought in there, I guess. Without the conscience, a human being without the conscience of one, he derived pleasure from mistreating animals. Oh, especially dogs. It's possibly that his habit stems from the abuse he endured from his father during childhood. One night he decided to steal one of his neighbor's pets, a Labrador dog, as like what he did to other dogs he tortured. This translation is a bit weird. So he got a Labrador dog from the neighbors, and he did to it what he did to the all other dogs that he tortured. He threw this one into a pit near a vacant lot in his neighborhood. He would let the dog die of starvation, but he checked on it every night. And the dog tried to paw his way up, climbing to freedom. A week passed by, and he went to the lot to inspect what remains of the pet he snatched. At that moment, the dog owner had found out and met up with him, and a brawl ensued. By irony of fate, he fell inside the same pit he threw many dogs in. The last dog he threw there was still alive. With its spare energy, it attacked his captor and devoured his face. The dog owner stayed his pet and left him to die in it, the same pit he used for torture. So he tortured the dogs in there, and he was thrown in there. He saved the dog, but he was tortured to death in the pit that he tortured animals in. Suits him right, motherfucker! The story of a ghost of a girl riding a horse has been around for quite some time. It is said that she was a very wealthy girl who loved her horse dearly. Her parents are always busy and didn't have time for her. She took consolation in the company of her horse. She spent as much time as possible with this prized creature. Every day after school she went over to the stables and took her horse for a ride, often until night time, even when her horse has grown quite old and weary. All she wanted to be was beside her beloved horse. One day, when she was riding along the countryside, she decided to jump over a fence blocking her path. Unfortunately, she could not leap over the obstacles and fell to the ground really hard. Her horse broke its neck, oh God, while his body crushing hers. Both were dead in minutes. Well, that's also really sad. Jesus. Alright, and that was the first one, right? Okay. So, yeah, I love these little stories surrounding it, but sometimes it's really hard to make out, you know, what is what and why. Also, the stories are, like with all, you know, stories in cultures like this, they tend to be rather lacking of depth, and they're very like shallow in their portrayals. It's like, well, why would you do this, and what's the motivation behind that? But I still like them, I really do. Right, we are back, and it is in October, starting to move towards the end of October, and Halloween, so therefore I have some Halloween decorations and stuff up, and my ghost sweater for the occasion. Yay! And oh, hello. And we have finished this whole side, at least to the best of my abilities. We have some things that aren't finished there yet, and I still really am a bit miffed about this being you know, like I haven't been in there. I don't know what that is about. I suppose we'll have to wait and see, because that's done, you know. I don't think we can do anything more in it. But so let's continue on with 105. Kampung Bedara. Macabre. I just read that out so that, you know, Indonesian viewers can laugh, or Indonesian language speaking people can laugh at how horribly I pronounce it. So it's just for comedic effect and value. Mattresses, but that looks like there's a no, it's not actually. It looked like I associated that with a bird cage. For some reason or other. What, the garbage pile? What is it indicating? I am trying to see what it wants to. I can't see what it's. No.